Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello students, may he keep you happy and healthy. The first thing, yesterday I committed a big wrong. I forgot to mention the names of some of the students who have been very obedient, who have been very disciplined, and who have been very hardworking. I express my regret and sorrow through this video. Beta, Ayush, Slavan, Tanish, Nitish, Nishad, Aman, Aluk, Pavan Babu, all of you have been very obedient, disciplined, hardworking. Unfortunately, I forgot to mention your names and betiyan. Bete, Sonali, Meenakshi, Nidhi, Resam, Pooja, and there are many more betiyan who have been very honest, who have been very obedient, who have been very disciplined. Bete, I regret my fault. Forget my unawareness. Okay, beta? Okay. Now the second thing, I will keep on telling you something about the internal assessment test. फर्स्ट जो आपका इंटरनल असेसमेंट टेस्ट है वो मेन कोर्स बुक और सप्लीमेंट्री दोनों के फर्स्ट लेसन से शुरू होगा. ठीक है. अ लेटर टू गॉड से जहां तक हम लोग पहुंच चुके रहेंगे वहां तक, बीच में 3 दिनों 4 दिनों का गैप है. और सप्लीमेंट्री में भी ये ट्रायम्फ ऑफ सर्जरी से जहां तक हम लोग पहुंच चुके रहेंगे वहां तक, और हर एक लेसन से क्वेश्चन रहेगा. और फिर याद दिला दूं कि आप तभी कर पाओगे अगर आपने वीडियोस को ऑनेस्टली वॉच किया है, ईयरफोन लगा के या विदाउट ईयरफोन. और कॉपी कैसे कलेक्ट होगी तुम्हारा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ठीक है, वो हमारा प्रॉब्लम है, हम देखेंगे. ओके, नाउ कम टू द एक्सट्रैक्ट. प्रेजेंट प्रोज स्पेस, कम टू द एक्सट्रैक्ट, कम टू द एक्सट्रैक्ट फ्रॉम लॉन्ग वॉक टू फ्रीडम, द autobiography of Nelson Mandela. You know, this prose piece begins with the inauguration. This lesson, this prose piece, an extract from Mandela's autobiography, begins with a graphical description of the inauguration ceremony. That means the installation of the first ever non-racial democratic government in South Africa. Okay. So first of all, Nelson Mandela expresses his tremendous gratitude to all the dignitaries, to all the world leaders present on the occasion. Mandela was a very sensitive soul. He must have felt, he must have been aware the pains his guests must have endured during their journey from their lands to South Africa. So he expressed his thanks and gratitude to them to show their support, to show their solidarity, एकत्व, solidarity, एकत्व with the people of South Africa, with South African people. Those dignitaries went to South Africa to show to express their support, to express their एकत्व. मंडेला सर, साउथ अफ्रीका के लोगों, आप ऐसा नहीं सोचो कि आप अकेले हो इस अमानवीय सोशियो पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम के खात्मे के लिए. द होल वर्ल्ड इज विथ यू. हम आपके साथ. टू शो दैट सॉलिडरिटी एंड बीइंग अ सेंसिटिव सोल, Mandela was aware of this. So he expressed his thanks and gratitude to all the dignitaries, to all the world leaders who were present on the occasion. Okay. Mandela also expressed his tremendous gratitude to all his fellow travelers who sacrificed their lives to bring this day into a reality. Mandela was a very grateful soul, a great humanist. He was aware of the unimaginable sacrifices made by his people, made by the great patriots of his country. So he remembered the great freedom fighters of his country, the martyrs of Shaheed of his country, who had been his comrades, who had been his fellow travelers, who had been his true friends for decades, and unfortunately were not present to be a witness of that historical event. And he expresses his inability of not showing them how grateful he was to them. He openly admits that I am only the sum of the sacrifices made by the great line of patriots, martyrs. He expresses his gratitude to them. Mandela is overwhelmed on the occasion. He becomes overwhelmed on the occasion of the inauguration. After the spectacular display and demonstrations of the South African forces, the military generals who chased were bedecked with ribbons and medals, saluted him to express their loyalty to the new government. And Mandela became भावुक, थोड़े भाव प्रवण, to see the chal, to see the gati of itihas, the course of history. He knew He was aware that the same military generals must have arrested him before this election, fair and free democratic elections. And the same generals were saluting. He became overwhelmed. He became emotional to see and feel the strange path history acquires. He went into the history in the first decade of the 20th century, when the white people saw, देखो people खुद प्लूरल है, लेकिन पीपल्स भी बहुत जगह देखोगे लिखा हुआ, उसका एक अलग मीनिंग हो जाता है. डिफरेंट नेशंस, डिफरेंट नेशनलिटीज. तो यहां पे he went into the first decade of the 20th century where the whites of his country, the white peoples of his country, मतलब साउथ अफ्रीका में जो व्हाइट मैन हैं वो एक ही देश के नहीं हैं, डिफरेंट यूरोपियन कंट्रीज के व्हाइट पीपल हैं यहां, इसलिए द पीपल्स, डिफरेंट नेशनलिटीज, डिफरेंट कंट्रीज में उनका ओरिजिन है. तो द whites of the South Africa pastor resolved their differences and they erected the most inhuman, the most brutal system of governance, a socio-political system which was based on exploitation, which was based on discrimination, which was based on deprivation. So he became emotional, shocked, he became overwhelmed. And my dear friends, he is overwhelmed, emotional to feel that it will take decades, it will take a long time to heal the great wound, the great hurt, this brutal system of apartheid has caused waiting South African people. Because of some unfavorable weather condition, I'll conclude this class soon. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm not telling you the exact word spoken by Nelson Mandela, but I recall he spoke something like this: never, never, and never shall again this beautiful land of South Africa shall witness the exploitation of one man by another, the discrimination of one man by another. He placed, to be honest, to South Africa's constitution, he remained honest to his pledges till he remained alive. There are a lot of things in this nation. different values. This lesson is a comparatively more complex, a bigger one. We will keep on discussing different things one by one. Have a nice day.